Okay, so I'm doing domestic violence for my project change for school, and the definition of domestic violence is violence towards or physical abuse of one spouse or domestic partner, and the problem that I'm trying to solve is why are there men abusing women in the world? So I figured that this was going to be important because it happened to one of my family members, and I don't want that happening to anybody else. So that's why I decided to do this. And my top 10 questions for this project change was, why is there more women than men getting abused? Why is the effect of my issue? What is the effect of my issue of domestic violence? Why is domestic violence such a big issue? What types of service does Hawaii have to offer to help abusive women? Why does the community not help the domestic violence victims too much? How does this issue affect my community? What is the cause of my issue? How do abused women still live with their abusers? Why women get abused? And where do these abused women go for help? So, one thing that I thought about, like, that was really interesting was that, like, the women, they get so emotionally attached to their abusers that they don't want to leave the house, and that's why they always get abused more and more, and then they just can't take it, where they have to finally leave to find a good shelter for them. But then if they don't, then it's too late already. And so for this project, I use percents, graphs, and probability. So for my graphs, the most effective one is the bar graph because it shows like how many percent of women get abused often, and for my percent, it showed that there is 64% for women getting abused, and then there's only 5% for men getting abused. And then the probability was 72% with local paraprofessional and 82% with local paraprofessional. That involved domestic violence for a lot of different cases. One of my solutions was that, like, if you are living in a abusive home and you're a young child, I would probably not want to think that it's right to hit your partner when you get married because that's just not right at all. And even if you see your parents doing it, you should learn better from them, not learn what's wrong from them. So, I just thought that maybe, like, since a lot of kids think that it's right to abuse their spouses, I thought, why not just tell them that it's not right and just say that, like, if you think it's right, then don't do it instead then. So that's what I was trying to do. And so, um, what I was thinking about doing was like making this video and putting it out onto YouTube because since there's a lot of people on YouTube a lot, they can just look up this video and just think like, wow, this is pretty good, you know, like I never knew this before. So I just wanted to make this because it seemed interesting to do, and I thought like, well, since there's a lot of people on YouTube, might as well just put it on because it might help domestic violence around the world. And so I just did that. So for my issue, I for like it went pretty smoothly because it didn't like really come out too bad, and there's like a few percent of women going down from getting abused, so that was pretty good. And just I think that it's getting pretty better in the world because, well, with a lot of domestic violence, there won't be much women left, and they'll be scared of men by the time their kids get older, and then it would be kind of sad. But then I think that it's pretty good now because it's not happening as often as it used to in the old times. But yeah, and I think that this is um, something good to learn about in the future. So hope that this will change the community more often and just like try to help the women who are getting abused and not just like feel scared about it, and to make things different about this community is to not be scared of the abusers but just call for help for those women in need. And uh, for me to change this during after the school year, I would say not so much because they might not really care about it anymore, but I might as well just keep on trying. And my two comments that I have about this project is it should be a really good idea to stop domestic violence because you don't want that to happen to any of your loved ones, and it will hurt yourself. So, um, hope you guys like this video. So, bye.